I would just like to wish each and every one of you happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you.
Actually, it's a surprise for me, Maharaj. I was not expecting Sarojwal will call me. Okay. On this Teacher Day, I'd like to give just one message. Search outside. We are having among ourselves. There are many. We should learn from each other. Say, if I say, for example, if I look at Sarojwal, so see, he's so
enjoyed. All those moments have come to me. But I must say that this is something unique to me, because I feel that in us, always, all human beings, we have the seed of spirituality. And if you get this thing in the atmosphere, then that ambience, when we inhale it, then automatically the expression comes as a very valuable something. And this, though I'm a teacher always, but I am very much grateful to the God that I'm always a student, I'm a learner. The basic thing is that I learn from the students. So here, what happened, when I got the wide variety of ages in a class, then I found that this is something unique experience for me. This is the first time in my life that I have been teaching from 16 to 35, I think. And most of the students are 22 to 28 or 30, like that. And this, what is amazing facts for me, that they all know that they don't know. So this is something, this is the key of learning, that I don't know. Even I always feel that I know so little, and here all experts in computer, and I really don't know computer. So this, I'm very humble, and I always want to learn something new. And here I got the opportunity to go without the proper syllabus. So, this, I think my experiences are coming in front to and take this opportunity, because the first education must be the vital education, because we have the energies inside. So if without doing some vital education, if we go to the mental, then definitely we shall, it will turn as failure. So those energies, these are so innocent energies, and if we can motivate them to the thing, if they get the confidence that yes, we are learning something, we have been learning something, and whatever we have learned, that also is not a zero. We have something, and we are going towards the new path. And here I'm getting the, this collaboration of all the teachers here. I have been learning, especially from Chetan Maharaj and Apu Maharaj. So every time, they are teaching me. And I must say, I'm so much grateful to Miss Dalifia, Miss Dalina, Miss Anina, Miss Anindita. So those who always, this directly or indirectly guiding me towards my path. And I want to, I want to end my speech today by saying that the teachers, should be like a gardener to the plant, not a carpenter to the wood. This is the quote from Sri Aurobindo, the great educationist. So we must do something so that whatever inner faculty they have, those must come in forward, what Swamiji also said. Thank you very much. I am very grateful to you all.
Namaste Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraya Satchit Sugaswarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. It's a joyful experience to meet all of you on the Teachers' Day today. And so far, whatever has been discussed, everything is in tune with the spirit of this day. As the story goes, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was a reputed teacher. He taught almost in different continents, not only in India. Different Indian universities, and he taught in foreign universities as well. So India has asked how he wants his birthday to be remembered. He preferred that it should be remembered as Teachers' Day. That is how India is celebrating Teachers' Day on his birthday. Another great teacher we got as our president, he is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He is a unique person. Some reporter asked him, what are you going to do after relinquishing your position? He said, I shall go to Anna University and teach the students again. And I was a teacher all through, and I shall teach. It reminds me of one of the story of Sri Ramakrishna. One clerk, for some mistake, was jailed for a few years. When he came out of the jail, he said, what will do? Kirani ছিলাম কেরানির কাজই করব মানে I was a clerk and I would be clerk's job only. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, he would analyze his whole activity during his holding the office of the president. He acted more like a teacher and nothing, nowhere where the politician or administrator. And always his attention was in meeting school students, not even college students. When I was in Coimbatore, we had an occasion to invite him. The 3 times the schedule was changed and program in the evening. 3 times the schedule was changed. It is for security reasons. It happens with all the VVIPs now. They must have got schedule just to spoil if any crooked design is there behind that. So it is not a new experience to me. I have attended many VIP programs like this, where the program goes on schedule itself. And all that, we kept all the college students outside. Coimbatore is an institution where you are right from nursery to PhD. All courses are taught there because we have quite autonomous colleges. So national they teach all university courses as well. So all these with senior students are outside. And only school students are in the auditorium. And it could hold nearly some 1,100 or so. So we are in the hall. He spoke only for, in this way, so 45 minutes. And he made it a decision during his presidency. He would make a result, I think there was a target he fixed. At least 1 lakh students he will meet every year. He placed a target for himself. Why school students? Because it is there that you can sow the seed of the building blocks of life. It is a lucky coincidence that I also want to prefer to be a school teacher, and I introduced myself as a school teacher. I am a school teacher by mindset. Later, so many other things are got entangled, and that I could not pursue it much. But I am a student all alone. The first thing I want to say on Teachers' Day is, teachers should be evergreen learners. As I am happy that Ms. Sudhita presented. The moment you forget, the moment you say, I know, you have locked yourself. And don't mind, Sheikh is not a formal teacher here, he is doing clerical job and general manager's job here. But his speech, of course, so his speech is appreciated. Actually, we can learn many things from surroundings. You can learn from a street vendor. 2 days back, a simple boy who could not properly write things, he sold 4,500 rupees worth of cleaning material to me. One Punjabi boy. I appreciate his marketing skill. I knew he was cheating me, but still I bought it. just to appreciate his. I was purely disinclined. He has got some dark spots here and there, some stains here and there, and immediately I started displaying the efficacy of the material that is selling all these things. The cost of the material is mostly 4 times higher. Hello, will work as principal also. And that his order will be final. One principal and vice principal, all students. And they will teach, and the teachers, they share and they market gifts, so they give, they will fix up how much contribution students will give, and that they will give to teachers. Even me, I think every year, 7 or 8 years, I receive gifts on teachers' day. But I should also give them useful things, and they give things which become an asset in the institution. Sometimes they give a video camera to the institution for documentation of activities. Sometimes they give drinking water, mission school. Though there are many. Students whom I taught in 6th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard when I was in Coimbatore, along with my job as an accounts officer, you can say. It was a very big institution. I used to go into finance, investment, and audit. That was my part there. But my another duty was to, there was a Serpentine English medium school, class 10 school, which I was the administrator. 3 or 4 of those students, they still keep messaging me on T-shirt invariably. And they become very often biased towards bright children. But mediocre students, when they become teachers, they understand all people's problems. Becoming proficient in your subject is the first duty of the teacher. That the student would feel that they are really learning something from it. But more than that, I find the students appreciate a teacher who can help them when they are in crisis. Particularly in adolescent, students are highly confused. And the young adults, they are highly confused. Here you get students on the at best for the 2 months or 3 months maximum, or sometimes who continue for 2 sessions, 4 years. But a teacher, teach means a kind of patronizing attitude. I know, you must learn. You don't know, I know. You learn from me. This very attitude is the most undesirable attitude for a teacher. Because Indian tradition believes that all knowledge is within. The teacher's role is to remove the blockages that is barring the possibility from getting expressed. And Swamiji's definition of education is this. Education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man. All of us, some perfection, some imperfection. Shall it be possible to share that story with you? God creates and He is doing overtime for several days. Other things He instantly created. For creating teacher, it took several days. And we are working overtime. So angel came and asked, what is a teacher? So want a great thing about a teacher. You created so many things, human beings in your own ability to teach or your attitude to teach. These are very strong things. No? A teacher should teach even if he is starving. There are beautiful things about this. So, because I love teaching, I serve so many areas. What kind of teaching is in operation in which countries? I have studied those things. I have listened to some of the best teachers. What is the narrative? That my grandmother was a teacher, my mother was a teacher, my father was a teacher, and I am a teacher. And she is a Negro lady. I'm forgetting some Rita Ferguson or something. One 8-minute talk, it will make you spellbound. Just 8-minute talk. She says, I heard my mama used to bring a lot of dirty clothes from school every day. Somehow she will give her some cookies and all, and she will clean those things, press them, the next day will take it off. Because those dresses belong to those children who are coming from very poor background, and their parents don't have proper address. They are stinking. Other students are cursing them. Somebody is bullying them because of their bad dress and bad smell coming out of the body. As a teacher, she is doing on her own, bringing those dresses, pressing them and sending them back to the Can you imagine that a teacher can do that? There are stories. Tales from a teacher's heart. There is a good website. You won't believe yourself what a teacher can do for the students. Most trustless teacher. So creating most qualified mothers should be the most important part of educational process. A mother learns. Everyone in the family gets here. Of course, first beneficiary are the children, boys or girls, whoever they may. So, mother is the great teacher. In our Acharya is our teacher to work in India. Because a teacher not only teaches the subject, he teaches life skills. That is the most. Maybe you have a student by chance who has a far better upbringing. His conduct, the way he mixes with the students, the measured way he talks, or even he is subjected to wrong or misbehavior, how he reacts. From many, I have learned these things from many of my students, coming from my book. Excellent parents. Complete his nursery school education, what in Bengali called Pathshala. It is an informal school, preschool education. He did complete the preschool syllabus itself. And now he is worshipped as a teacher by millions all over the world. How you become that teacher? The strong power of observation and learning from everybody. You always have things to learn. So this possibility, never allow the possibility of learning get closed. I do not know. I know some things, but I do not know many things. So I can always learn from anybody, whether they have a formal teaching degree or not, or whether they are teaching me in a specific course. Come on, man. Really?
Miss Nishu, Miss Latifah. Miss Pinda, Miss Polly, Miss Suparna, Miss Yari Ginti,
আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি 5 সেপ্টেম্বর টিচার্স স্যার খুব আনন্দ করছেন। এটা আমাদের ভিসিসি প্রাঙ্গণ, এটা সেই পুণ্যস্থান যেখানে স্বামীজি লাস্ট লেকচার দিচ্ছে।
Even though it's a very small celebration, like every year we celebrated with the students, but unfortunately
কিছু
this
কিছু
year we have ended our session just
এখানকার
before the
টিচার
teacher day, so we
বক্তব্য
couldn't
রাখছেন।
have the celebration, but all the students have sent their best wishes through the WhatsApp group, to the teachers personally, and they have wished the teachers all good health and they will be able to teach them better. So we are also wishing all the teachers a very happy Teachers Day. Thank you. Thank you.
Especially, and thank you, Maharaj, for
Okay.
Yakibaro.
Kublai Shimon, everybody, happy Teachers Day, Kublai Shimon. How you are feeling today?
Maharaj, we are feeling great.
After 2 years back?
Yes, after 2 years back, little bit of celebration.
So thank you, all of you.
পরিশেষে স্বামী দিব্য স্বরূপানন্দ তিনি ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন করেন। A very good morning to all of you present here. My pranams to Swami Hitakamananda for sparing his time to be with us here. Vivekananda Cultural Center, a place where we have lot of students throughout the year who come here for computer, English, art, Sanskrit classes. The bond these children share with the teachers here is greater than the bond they share with the teachings in school. The love, attachment they have towards this place is only because of the love, encouragement that is being poured by our teachers here. It will be wrong for me to say that this teacher works more than the other, because everyone here contributes more than his or her capabilities, whether it is taking classes, organizing a program. They have always done it successfully. I take this opportunity to thank all the teachers, interns, who are pillars of the institute, who work tirelessly and kept service before self. As a Dr. Abdul Kalam would have said, I believe there is no other professions in the world that is the more important to society than that of a teachers. I pray that the Holy Trio keep showering you all with love and blessings, and you continue to inspire your students to become a better citizens. Dhanyavad.